Hello everybody and welcome to the Turbo Makes Games YouTube channel. So on this channel I'm doing the 1 game a month challenge where I basically create and release a full game each month. And as March just ended, well, this would be the video where I show off the game that I made and let you know where you guys can download it and everything. But there's one small problem with that. I don't exactly have a finished game to release. April Fools, kind of. I do have something for you, but it's not as complete of a game as I would have liked to have. Basically, March was a crazy month for me. I spent the beginning portion of the month kind of finishing some things off on my first 1 game a month game, which was Escape the DJ Booth. Definitely go check that out if you haven't already. There's a link in the description for it. And then after that, I finally got to start working on this game, which I call Drawn to Mars. Again, it's kind of in like a doodle aesthetic, and I'll be showing it off today in this video. Don't worry, I will get to that. But basically, development kind of started, and it was going all right. There were definitely some problems early on, and I'm not going to be going into those in this video. But after that, I went to GDC and was there for a week, so basically didn't get really any development on this game done during that week. And then after that, just this past week here, I ended up getting a little bit sick towards the end of the week, so really did not get as much development on this game done as I would have hoped to have. But nonetheless, I still do have something, and I learned so much during the development of this game, and I am pretty happy with the result because what I made here kind of lays the groundwork for a lot of my projects moving forward. During this month, I learned that there are a bunch of things that Unity doesn't do that I ended up having to build myself. So I have those pretty much all in place now, so things are going to be a little bit easier moving forward. I still definitely don't have my exact process nailed down, but I did figure out some of the key issues and interactions in my game. But anyways, what I do have, I will be putting available online. There will be a link in the description for that. It's just a free thing because it's not really a game. It's basically just like a tech demo at this point. I'm pretty much going to be showing you off everything in this video. But if you do want to click around and play around with it yourself, feel free to download it. I really haven't done like any testing on it, and it's very possible that it won't even work on your computer. So apologize in advance if it doesn't. But anyways, enough chit chat. Let's get into the actual game here. So this is the game. Again, it's called Drawn to Mars, and as you can see, we kind of have our little player here. He does a little idle animation, and he just kind of like scratches his face there. So, you know. Animation is definitely not my strong suit, but I was still able to kind of get some stuff in here nonetheless. Anyways, the idea of this is you're kind of like part of like the 4th or 5th group to colonize Mars. And so basically this guy's spaceship just landed, and well, let's go check out Mars, shall we? So we can just kind of click around and walk. You see I just kind of have it says walk to next to my mouse. Again, I kind of need to change up some of the UI. I don't necessarily want it saying walk to just wherever you move the mouse, but if you hover like over the ship door, you can walk to the ship door and he'll walk over there. Now you'll see down at the bottom we have a list of verbs we can pick from. So let's go ahead and use the open close verb, and we'll open close the ship door. So we'll go that, and you see it's not opening. Reason for that is because our buddy here, he's still strapped in, and we don't want to leave the ship without our buddy. That would be quite rude. Now we can still use this open close verb on some of these lockers over here. So if we say go and open locker 1, see that there's nothing inside of it. All right, we can open the next one, nothing inside of that. And I do happen to know that down here in locker 5, we left some spare scissors. All right, so now we can use the pick up verb and pick up the cutters. So as you can tell, this is basically like a point and click adventure type game. You're going to be, clicking through, solving puzzles and stuff like that. So that's kind of the basic idea here. We've picked up these the cutters that I call them, and so we can kind of do some more advanced things here. So we can say use cutters. Use cutters with straps. So we can cut our guy out here. You'll see that the straps are all cut, and he is free to get out of there if he so chooses. So this is pretty much the only puzzle that I have in the game. I just wanted something in there. The rest is I do have a couple more rooms, some rooms that I made art for, and I'm just going to be walking through those real quick. But this is basically the only puzzle. Now that our guy is free, we can do open close ship door. And as you can see, the ship door opens and we can walk through the tunnel here. And as you can see, I mean, obviously the animation is not perfect. The guy was kind of like walking on top of the tunnel. Ideally, he would want to walk kind of through it. But anyways, we're kind of here in the main area, and we see there's something going on with this guy here. What's going on here? Anyways, this is kind of where the main story was supposed to start. You'd kind of figure out what's happening to this guy, and maybe there was some way that you can help him or not. But anyways, as you can see, these tunnels are like perfectly workable. So you go through here, and it'll take you back into the ship, and we see our buddy is still just kind of chilling in the spaceship. I guess he doesn't want to explore Mars as much as we do. So anyways, we'll go back through the tunnel here, and we can kind of click around, and this is more of like an open area. We can kind of walk down. There's this guy here. All right, and there's this nice fountain over here that's right in the middle. And of course, we can just, walk right through that. And the animations, I kind of do have just like this really simple basic walk cycle. Again, I kind of suck at animation, but that's okay. And as you can see, when you walk straight up, it kind of looks like he's moonwalking. Let me just have him kind of walk straight up and down so you can see what I mean. He just kind of looks like he's moonwalking, because I only did a one direction animation for walk cycles, not up and down. And so now we can go up into the living quarters here, and we can see there are some guys playing cards here. And so we can just kind of walk around, and there's a guy meditating. He's just kind of floating there, and there's a dude chilling back here. Again, we got some more lockers. I don't think we can open and close these. Yeah, no problem. I still needed to program some of that. But the idea was that you could basically like talk to all these people. Like you could like talk to this guy, talk to that guy. None of that is in the game right now, but all these people were supposed to have like a part in the story. Anyways, we can kind of go down here. You see there's some guys selling some foods. Of course, you got to eat on Mars. And then got a couple more guys talking down here. And the last little room that I have is the research lab. So we'll go into the research lab here. You can see we got some kind of like tubes with some things in here. We got some cabinets with a little beaker on it. Keep going. We got a scientist, and he's got some kind of magenta mystery powder over here. And so we don't know exactly what that is right now. We'll just stay far away from that. But anyways, we can of course just walk back through the tunnel and kind of come back into the main area here. Yeah, and so that basically is all I have to show you in my game. That's pretty much everything. It may not look like much, but it is quite a bit of code because I did have to program a lot of things by hand. Again, I will be going into further detail about some of the actual things that I did and some of the things that I learned in a future video. But anyways, I am quite disappointed that I wasn't able to make a full release of a game, but I really just did not have the time or ability to this month. Hopefully things will change next month because again, I am going to be kind of building off some of the tools that I've made in this game as well as my previous game, Escape the DJ Booth. And as far as I can tell right now, I don't think I have any like major interruptions planned during the month of April, so I'll be able to kind of jam through everything, every day that I can. But anyways, that's just about all I have for you in this video. Again, if you want to play this game, Drawn to Mars, I mean, it's not really a game, but you can play through that one puzzle and kind of explore the area a little bit. So I will have a link to that in the description if you want to go check that out. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already for lots more awesome, cool, independent video game development related content. And maybe I will actually finish my 1 game a month challenge game next month. So definitely stay tuned for that. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.